I got? Feels big. All right, welcome back, everybody. We're just gonna do this real quick here. I decided to do like this half-day journey thing. Just drove across the state, figured I'd try a new spot. A lot of you guys are commenting, which, like I mentioned before, if you comment below places you want me to go try out, things you want me to try that you haven't seen me do, or maybe I haven't done recently. I've done a lot of different things on this video. I have over 740 videos right now. If you guys are new here, subscribe. I upload a lot of videos when it comes to this whole fishing and adventure thing. So one of the things I wanted to explain before I get started here is the body of water I'm on is new to the channel. I've fished it a couple times. I've ice fished it a couple times. It is a vast, gigantic, shallow body of water. Those of you guys that are from around the area are going to recognize it probably because it's the only one around the state like this. But if you're new to here, the only thing you need to know is if you're in like the upper Midwest, I'm chasing giant crappie still, and this lake is supposed to have some decent ones in it. I believe it's got white and black crappie. So the truth is, right around the spawn, before, during, or after is your best opportunity to get a giant, unless you're getting them through the ice. And when you fish here through the ice, it's usually set lines like tip downs and stuff like that. So it's one of those things where it's actually easier if you can find a pot of them and make casts and stuff like that to try to get a couple down. So the big thing here is warmest water. So it's still cold water. I think the water is, yeah, it's 50 degrees. So if I can, most of this lake is going to be 50 degrees. So what I'm looking for is 51 or more. So that's the big trick today. Find the warm water, find the slabs. Okay, first things first, gotta do the crappie scrub thing, see if anything will chase it down. Like I said, this whole lake is extremely shallow. So fact of the matter is I'm just probably gonna make 10,000 casts today and see if I can get something to kind of reactive bite, I guess. I have live minnows with me, so if I need to, I can just throw those if I get desperate. Okay, I'm caving. Feels pretty cold out here, so I'm just wondering if these guys aren't gonna be kind of stubborn today. So just gonna do a jig head minnow fixed bobber. See what happens. Fish? Well, that didn't take too long. Oh, nice. Come here. He's not a giant, but I can say this is the first crappie on film here. Yay. That was cool. That dude clobbered it. I saw my bobber bounce. All right, now let's see, since he did eat that, if we can put a bobber on the plastic rod, not have to worry about live bait fishing. Just gotta set it at the same depth. See if any big ones show up. Sometimes the bigger ones, for whatever reason, like the plastic more. Cool thing about the plastic is it doesn't fall off. So just gotta kind of twitch it in. And yeah, see if they'll eat it. So that guy, I can tell you when he bit, the bobber was sitting straight up and down, and the bobber shot up out of the water. So that crappie came in, hammered it, so the bobber shot out. So a lot of times crappie will feed straight up, and when they do that, like, they choke your bait. So you just got to be real quick when you're running plastics to get on top of them. But I love the fact that I'm already on the right track, and it's like, I think it's been like 10 minutes. All right, let's find some big ones. Okay, I gave the plastic a try for a while. Nothing happening. It is supposed to warm up later today, so there's always the possibility that when it warms up, they'll be more active. I'm hoping that's what happens, because I brought some jerk baits and some fast moving baits to try to get some responses from the really big ones, which would be really fun. Hopefully they push up into these shallows that I'm kind of drifting towards. So right now I'm fishing like their pre-spawn habitats, which is basically the mouth of bays. The problem with this lake is the mouth of the bays are a quarter mile, half mile long. So we will see if I can actually peg down an area where there's a lot of them. That's going to be the hard part. But I think as long as they're feeding on the minnows, I'll be able to find out where the bigger ones are hiding if I don't get one on the minnow. For some reason, I just always get my biggest crappies on my jerk baits or my soft plastics and stuff like that. So we will see. Okay. Well, I got that one sitting out here in front of me. This is a little warm cove I found. It's just a little bit different than everything else. I'm gonna make a couple casts with the crappie scrub, see if there's anything actively feeding in this warm harbor or bay or whatever you want to call it. But what I think I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna keep working my way along these shallow spots and see if there's anything feeding, and then if there is, work an area harder until I catch everything that's active, and then just kind of move on. But it's a really nice day outside, so I'm just really happy that I'm on this body of water now. Fish on. Well, that's not a crappie. If it's a crappie, it's a giant. What are you? Just drifting along across these flats. Oh, I was wondering if I was going to run into any of these. Oh, he fell off in the net. Now the question is, do I want some catfish for a smoker? You talking? This is the other thing that's in this lake. I think I'll let that first one go, but that's I'm okay with that. Just switch to my it's a 1/16 ounce jig. I'm just putting an extra large fathead on there. I just was wondering if maybe the bigger profile would find me some bigger crappie that are maybe cruising around. That was not a crappie, but it would have been pretty good to eat. So if we start running into a bunch of those, I might have to keep a dozen or so of those guys, because that's like the perfect eater size. That and maybe a pound bigger, and I would love to. You get about a dozen of those guys, put them on a smoker. If you guys haven't seen my smoked fish videos, so I'll smoke those guys just like I do a salmon. You can make fish dip out of them, whatever, but I just like to smoke fish. It's it's kind of amazing that you can turn a catfish into something so good. If you haven't seen it yet, just go to my DWS Cooks Everything channel, and yeah, I got a few recipes on there that you guys might like if you had a smoker and you want to try some smoked catfish. I'm gonna take it, there's a lot of these guys in here. Oh no. Got a little bit smaller. Almost a perfect eater though. Well, so now the question is, am I going to be able to get away from those guys long enough? because I do want to catch some of the big crappie in here. That's the mission. But if I have to, I'll keep a couple of eater cats. Comment below if you like eating catfish. I only like them deep fried and smoked right now. I do want to make some catfish dip one of these days also. But let's see if we can get some crappie. Hopefully the rest of the fish today aren't all just catfish, because I don't want to go through all my minnows on cats. That wasn't the plan. Okay, so it would appear there's 1,000 catfish in these bays. I did not think that was going to be a thing, so I put a fluke on because they're eating all my minnows. You guys missed it because my battery was dead, but I caught 2 or 3 catfish in a row real quick on a single minnow, and then it finally got ripped off. But I'm going to see if they'll just eat these flukes bouncing around in front of them, see if they're that active, because that would be fun. But otherwise, I'm still, with the way I have it set up, the crappies should still eat it. It's just these catfish are freaking nuts. I think they're actually jumping over here. If I knew the cats were going to be in here like this, I would have brought my gulp, because they love gulp, and that at least stays on for a couple of fish. So if you're ever inundated by catfish, put some gulp on, catch as many as you want, and then leave. Those are carp jumping, not catfish. I should have known. Okay, I'm caving. If there's anything around that's not a catfish, they're not biting any of the other lures. So I'm gonna throw a minnow on and hopefully catch something besides a kitty cat. Comment below, should I come back, catch a bunch of these guys, and basically I'll be doing a smoked catfish thing, so that'll be the gist of it. It's not much different than my other smoked fish videos. If you guys watched my smoked whitefish video, that's basically how I've been doing my catfish. Oh, I think that's a fish. Oh, I had a bite, but that's how I like to brine my catfish with more sugar, more brown sugar. But yeah, if you guys haven't seen that, just go over to the DWS Cooks Everything channel. It's the latest smoked fish video. It's just adjusting my seat. These dudes really like minnows. If these guys were even 3 inches longer, they'd be worth keeping. Okay, I'm gonna keep trying because I found a back bay here. That's, I think it's 53. Yeah, 53 degrees. Hopefully I can find something of the crappie. This lake is this lake is a little weird because it's like there's more catfish in here, it seems, than there are any kind of panfish. So we'll find out if the crappie come back in here, or if this bay is just full of just full of catfish also. Start calling this catfish lake. Okay, it's only 2 feet back in here. See if there's any active crappie. Basically just gonna fan cast around, hope I run into something. If they're back here feeding it all, should get something. Okay, hoping I don't regret this, because this is only 4-pound test on here. But being in this shallow water back here makes me wonder if there's any bluegills or anything. Plus crappie will eat that too. But downside is catfish will too. So we will see if there's anything in here that's not a catfish, some kind of panfish. I just want to catch some more panfish. Got my hopes up with that first crappie right away. Fish on. Right off the rock pile here. I was hoping the rocks would have something besides catfish. That is not the case. There's like 6 of those guys. Right next to the boat. Is that a bigger one? I think that's actually a bigger one. That'd be nice. What are you? Oh, you are. Oh. Come here. Man, if they would have been all that size. The funny part is he's only like 3 inches longer, but that makes a difference when you're trying to get meat off of them. I really just don't feel like cleaning the slimy buggers today. What do I got? Feels big. I'm pretty sure it's a cat. Except now I have 4-pound test. Man, if I wanted fried catfish, this is the place to go. It's about the size that I would fry my fillets whole. I think I'm gonna try one more place, but yeah, this wasn't supposed to be a catfish day. Oh, that was quick. Put a cut up shiner on here. I just wanted to see if I could find a bigger catfish. Didn't take very long. Not a big catfish though. But they just don't, like, they cannot leave cut bait alone. Okay, so take a dead minnow, slice up the belly, throw bait out. I think it's just the fact that they are like scavengers out here because there's so many of them. Okay, I tried cut bait for the last hour. Nothing would bite, which is wild. Tell me when cut bait doesn't work. Apparently these guys are on the live bait bite. They'll only bite live bait. We'll see if I either missed the bite window or if they're literally only biting live bait right now, which is kind of wild because the water's still cold. Usually when it's cold, I cut a minnow in half. Usually that's like instant down if there's catfish around. Weird fish here. That was a fish. Did that catfish just jump? All they had to do is put a minnow back on. These guys are really particular out here. Alright guys, like I was saying before, I don't know exactly what happened out here, but this whole lake is covered in catfish. And yeah, I was sick of not catching fish, so I basically just switched over to looking for the catfish. And the thing is the irony is I switched over to cut bait, where I cut some of my minnows up, and nothing would eat it until I put that live minnow on it, and then that last catfish like slammed it as soon as it hit the water. So yeah, if you know where I'm at, there's plenty of catfish in this lake, but I don't know where all the crappie went to. I think that was a bad omen that I got the one right away. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this one still. Let me know if you guys want me to get out chasing more crappies, and yeah, I'm probably gonna find some catfish to chase if they're biting already. Then again, this lake is just overrun with them, so they're probably always biting out here. All right, hopefully you guys, like I said, enjoyed this one. And yeah, if you're new here, subscribe. We're trying to hit 20,000 subs. As soon as we do, I have a giveaway, and then I have a lot of other fun things to do. If you've been around, you already know, so I'm not going to go into it. But if you need to, just watch a couple of my past videos and you'll see 20,000 subs, fun things. And yeah, hopefully you guys, like I said, enjoyed this weird little adventure. You guys wanted me to go out to some new bodies of water, so I did. And yeah, we got catfished, technically. All right, see you guys next time.